Hi everyone, I'm margourtarotreader. Thank you and welcome to Saluna Botanica. We are going to do an emergency reading. Um, I have a number of concerns that I will be checking in this reading today. Um, Prior to the recording, we're calling to the universe with our clients' personal information for they remain private at all times. Okay. We are going to see first one of the main characters, okay? Libra, the younger Libra. What's going on? What are your intentions? 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 And why are you acting in this foolishness? What's going on? What is it that we need to know? What is it that we need to be advised and trying to the universe and the heavens? What is the purpose? What is your purpose? Okay. Um, my heart is beating fast. Can hardly catch my breath. I wonder if it's you, my client, ready to see the good and the bad, the ugly and the pretty. Mm. Mm. Ooh. Let me see something. Oh, okay, let's see. Oh. I hate to say it. This woman is up to no good, no good, and no good. Mm-mm. No. No, no, no. Well, it's almost like a revenge kind of energy for me when I see it in this way for this younger Libra. I will say this. If this woman is able to conceive, ugh, I'm just saying it. There's a possibility of conception coming in here within the family circle, and I wonder if it's coming from this younger Libra. The other thing that it can be as used is that she can play that she is pregnant, um, to get a full um, a full paid from this Scorpio. Um, you know how I'm seeing this, that I feel that it's been long time coming. It feels to me as if this woman and somebody else that is in her circle, probably another family member, have been attempting to get into his pants a while back. There has been some type of flirtations a while back, or attempt to get his attention. If he's been in the circle of your family for quite some time and around these people, trust me, they have been wanting to. And even if he hasn't been, they've been quite interested to be in your mother's life, quite involved in it, whether they are physically or just in the mentally, meaning that when someone is as envy in this type of energy, they always keep an eye on the things that they are going into their life, what they're doing, what they've improved or what they're not improving, how are they feeling. They envy every little thing about your life and about your family's life. and they always want more, and they don't give two shits on how to get it. It's almost like, for me, in the way I'm sensing, and I'm feeling anger right now, and I feel that I am more so in her energy, because I feel like it's almost payback B kind of energy. Um, like it's time, like now you know what it feels like. I feel in that vibe. Ugly as I'm feeling right now, I don't like it. But again, unfortunately, sometimes we have to get into that energy in order to have the precise predictions, right? Um, uh, so I want to say that her goal, because it's not just her in this, it's somebody else too. There's another female, and I have a feeling it could be her mother or an auntie of some type of energy, or your aunt, and then it could be her mother. Anyways, it's another female involved in this conjunction here, in the way that they're going at it. Do you get yours and fuck it, fuck that? You know what I mean? That's the way they're playing the energy. And it almost feels like it was easy for her to do what she is doing now. And she's almost sensing the energy, giving me the energy of, I should have done this when I had the time, or when I had the opportunity way back then. It gives me a vibe of attempting to do something in this capacity a while back. Okay. Hmm. Good morning, dear. um yes, my thing is that it's beautiful to have the heart, that sympathy and love and care, and wanting to unite the family and whatever. But at the same time, it's it's not conducive, and it's not, there has to be a time when you should say enough is enough. And you should, when you know that someone, whether it's a friend or a family member, whatever, if they are not changing in their energy and they've done you wrong before, keep it that way. Because it's just, if it shows no improvement, why bring them into your circle of life, into your vibration and energy and frequency? These people have not changed. These people are wanting to get theirs, and they have their anger, their vibe, their selfishness has actually drastically has grown in over the year. And I would have to say that it has to do because of some new things that came into your life, and into your family. And so therefore, you know how I'm seeing this with this woman, as if you have what you have because of this other Scorpio, because of this Scorpio. It's almost like they think that this Scorpio is the one that gifted you this, whatever it is that you have. Let's say you have a new car, you have a new home, whatever. But they're envy for the fact that it's almost like your family always takes in, and they're the ones left for the pieces. They're after revenge, and they're not playing nicely, I have to say. And this woman, or the type of woman that can and have been gone through other people to do certain things in this type of nature, if you know what I mean. um so shoot I think that, based on what I'm seeing for this Libra, her name is almost popping out of my mouth, and I'm trying not to, because again, I am recording. Um, um, she wants to be the center of attention now. She's ready to show off something, either new or something of her. It's almost like she wants everybody to be there in order to expose something. I would definitely advise that if she's been invited to anything, make sure that she gets that text or whatever the hell it is that she needs to get, to uninvite her, and for the privacy and the respect of your family, that she is not welcome. You understand? You have to make it clear. And even if she shows up to the door of your situation, I would definitely not let her in. It is what it is. It's not about, and you can even tell her, it's not about jealousy or anything like that. It's out of respect for my loved one. That is the simplest thing that you can say, and not interact with the energy. Now, I know that the Scorpio is also invited and things like that, And I feel that she will try to implement the Scorpio to get him into her side to not go because she is not going. So when she gets the message, she will pass it on to the Scorpio. And I feel that he is going to try to go with her, like, walk in with her, as to the point where you have no way to reject her because she is walking in with him. I would advise that, I know you don't want to get into this, but I think that you would most likely would have to have a conversation with the Scorpio and tell him exactly that. I don't want to be involved in your personal life. We all have our own sentiments and feelings, but the fact that this is a relative of mine and it's affecting my mother, um, we do not want her anywhere near our mother, period. And you can do whatever you want with yours, but if you still love and respect, you know my family, um avoid having her anywhere. We do not like the things that she is saying and or doing, whether they're true or not. You decide what you want to do with your personal life and or financially. um but it is an unfortunate situation that she's taking advantage of you. I will throw it in there as well at the end. um and let him see what he will say. I feel that he is the type to say, and because that's a man, he can say, "Oh no, I'm just helping another person. I'm just helping her like I'm helping you. That is all that's going on. I'm just being nice, and I just love everybody." And that is the only way to shut everybody down. That's the only way that he will probably respond, most likely, because he likes what he's doing right now. He enjoys what he's doing right now. Why? Because again, no matter how old he is a man, and the fact that he's getting attention from someone half his size, age, um, it's making him feel young again and brought up again. Okay. It's an unfortunate thing, but I think that you would have to have a conversation with him. And whether or not he shows up, it doesn't matter. What matters right now is to protect your loved ones for now. Okay. Now, based on what I see, this woman is so negative. So she doesn't even look it, but she is. And you know what? And she's not the only one. There's another woman with her, and it might even be her mother, that they're into this, and they like it. They want to see that other older Libra in tears. They want to see the pain in her eyes, face. Yes, they do. Ugh. Uh-huh. You know what? I'm very payback is a bitch. Apologize for everybody that's watching that, but it is what it is. Keep it very clear. Payback is a bitch. Um I would see if you find the personal number to his home environment and prank call whatever the hell into the person that is actually in his home, and not say anything about anybody else but that bit. You know what I mean? To complicate his shit in the home environment. Okay? He's so used to this that he feels rightfully into whatever it is he's doing, that he thinks he's able to get away and continue to get away with what he's doing. And he can if no one puts a stop to it, and if no one is able to hinder the situation in his life, in his personal life, including. I will say this. I'm gonna see him right after this, before we get to the oldest Libra here. Um, there's quite a consequences that are coming ahead in the outhold of all of this. someone is passing out of all this conjunction. Okay, it's not giving me who exactly, but someone is. We also see that there's a mental energy going on with someone as well, looking into the darkness and feeling very, very overwhelmed with the situation, over stressed and depressed. I have a feeling that this is the older Libra's energy as well. And she may not want to be out. She may not be wanting to go and participate in the events that are coming in, for the fear of how they're going to look at her, for the fear of who is going to be there and what's going to come up. In my way of energy in this moment, I feel that the younger Libra is going to try to overthrown herself in some aspects and levels in that conjunction of events that are coming in, party, whatever it is that you're having. She wants to expose something, and I don't, it just kind of kicks my behind, because I'm like, what is she going to expose? Is it possibly that there's something in her that she wants to say it? And again, we saw fertility there. Um, if she, this is the type of woman that even if she is not able to birth something, she's the type to use that if any other thing did not work for her favor, to blindside everybody, but most importantly, that Scorpio. And again, he's being delusional. He's being precisely stupid, because he's not thinking with his head, or I take that back. He's not thinking with his upper head. Okay. Right. So this woman does not care if she brings down everyone, as long as she gets hers. All she wants is the money, the financial, the security, and stability. Okay? She doesn't care, and she's willing to get rid of whoever is in the way, whoever she may come in between path, whether it's family, which we see it here, relatives, friends, or it doesn't matter. This is the beginning of what she wants out of this person. Okay? And she acts stupid because she still wants to go. Even if they tell her, no, you cannot come, she still wants to go. I'm telling you. It's almost like she wants the family, everybody to be there to announce something almost. It's just, it's the vibe that I'm getting. It's very unpredictable. In my head, I feel like there's a laugh. It's a weird laugh that I'm getting right now. In my head, I'm getting this weird laugh. In my head, I keep hearing her saying, who has the last laugh now? You know? She's very trifling. She's done this very she was waiting for the right opportunity. And again, it's an unfortunate, because when you already know how family members are, whether or family members and or friends, let's keep it clear here. You should not invite them when you have a man that you care, and if you are seeing someone that either is married, or in depending on the way that you met this person, or is someone that you cannot trust 100%, then never bring them to any friends and or family, because that's what happened here. I think that, in the gatherings that he went, in one of those gatherings, eventually there was a interaction of contacts, phone numbers, etc. And then they've been talking to for quite some time before it was actually known. They kept it a secret, and I keep saying they because there's two women involved besides this Libra, um, that kept it a secret, and then finally they decided to expose it because they were ready for it. Um, to do the damage. I think that there's more damage coming in from this, unfortunately, based on the way that I sense her energy. I feel that, um, yeah, this woman is delusional in a lot of ways because um, this Scorpio cannot give her what she would literally want. Is she single? Because her energy gives me the vibe of wanting to be in a relationship with this man. Um, Almost like saying, I'll get what she didn't. I'll be the one to manage everything here. Um, I think that these Scorpio and this young Libra are very delusional with what life is. Maybe they're thinking that they could actually get married of some sort. I mean, um, my, she can easily. Oh, um, yeah. I think that this woman would love to marry this man, and only for the financial stability. Um, I wonder if he gave her a ring, because I see jewelry, a new beginning. She keeps looking at herself in the mirror and keeps saying that uh, she's reviving her life, or almost like the things that she intends to do with the things that she's getting out of this person. Does she live alone? Because I'm also sensing that she would want to move also. Um, how feel this is the plans that she's putting into the Scorpio heads, the plans and intentions that she wants with this person. Um, she's not done with him, and she's not done with being uh, conniving, deceitful woman. She's not done. She's very, very in the way of going for um, a lot of things that she desires. Um, mm, she's not done. Oh my goodness. Okay, want to put this aside and let me see. Into the universe, into the heavens, Lord Jesus, you guys, what is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to see? Shower me in my room. What is it that yeah. What is it that I need to know? What is it that I need to see? Oh. The older Libra is very depressed. The older Libra, her feelings and her life is being shattered as we speak. I think they're deeper than what it's been shown. Um, I will definitely keep an eye, unfortunately, because she's her emotions are uncontrolled in the way that I see it here. I mean, if she could grab that woman by the head and ring her and oh, Lord have mercy. I apologize. I shouldn't be laughing, but I'm into that older energy right now. And I keep seeing her hands being this way, you know, in a fist. And I mean, she just wants to uh, give it. You know what I mean? I I would yeah, make sure they're not together anywhere because she could snap out of this, and I don't blame her. Um, I don't blame her. Her world is shattered, and she is beyond what family is doing. Um, she's beyond what the person that she was in love with or is still in love with um, has put her in a no, in a world of no end, you know, in a spiral moment that I don't, one day from the next it went south. Um, even though these people were not married, the Scorpio and the older Libra, she felt that connection. She felt that they belonged together. She felt it was that it was her half of her soul. You know what I mean? She felt this connection, and she feels this connection. I apologize. That they are entwined with each other, and she gave up certain things, people, places, or things, just to be around his energy, just to be with him. I feel. Um, and it breaks her heart that he went in the way that he did. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it breaks her heart. So we do know in this factor that there are some other things that has taken place in this, and what that tells me is that we have endangerment coming in for her energy. What tells me also is based on this that we also have um, she will definitely, I have to say, she will probably try to do something to herself and or to them. You know what I mean? She cannot will not stand and be looked as a fool, and so she can snap and do something. Keep an eye. Do not have them anywhere near these people, these fools. um it also tells me that whether you see it or not, whether you think or not, this younger Libra, there's another female with her. Uh, she's gone to someone in this aspect, and it's been something going on for quite some time. And it tells me that I feel that more than anything, and I will look it up in a little bit, but they have worked on your Libra, older Libra before. Why am I going around the bushes? These people in question have done devilish things, spiritual things to the older Libra. Okay, it's not the first time. It's been going around for quite some time from the younger age, and they're coming around with similar things in the now. Because again, they're after no good. Okay, they're just they're vengeful. They really are. Um, um, I'm telling you, I mean, yeah. Oh, cars for me speak volume in many, many thousands of ways. Okay. Um, but I want to show you. For me, this is like the witch going forth and doing her own will for others and making the decisions to draw and withdraw energy from other sources, okay? And we definitely see it here, the other sources. There has been work done spiritually and physically for your loved ones, and I wouldn't put it past it that you're included, okay? And it also tells me that there will be others being done, probably from both ends. I will also tell you that she don't give a shit. I apologize, and I hope I'm not being blocked for the language. But if not, give me thumbs up for using it. But I'm gonna say this: she don't care as long as she gets this, and she just wants to be in his will when he passes to get this. She wants every penny of him when he passes. That's the goal of this. That is one precise goal. The second one, most important, is to hurt your family. It's to hurt your family. You know, as I stated earlier, the Scorpio is being a fool, acting younger than his age, being emotional, caring for this woman. She does, I'm sorry, he still does care for the older Libra, okay? He still does. But his eyes, and he's almost in a la-la land with this other younger Libra. And he's not seeing the truth and the clarity of things. He's trying to maintain the peace with everything and everyone. So he thinks, but unfortunately, he can't. No, he cannot. Yeah, no, and there you go. You see, we see him here in the foolish stage, and then now we see him in the actual stage. He's an older, rundown almost, and I think it's probably in health wise, Scorpio, that is going to go through a physical shift and change, because something is going to take place, whether it's physically and or spiritually, as we discussed. And there's justice in the picture, that it has not been balanced out, because it's very hard to maintain everybody happy. But I also feel that this justice that needs to come forth will probably take place internal with him, but also the people that are actually in his environment 24/7. Which I feel, let's say for this, if he's married, they do not know all his stupidities. It needs to get known to it for all of this to start activating, and probably have that other person act on taking away this stupid people that are taking all this away. But then you have to really consider it. If you do that, if you go that route, there's a lot of things that may also be taken away from your family. Okay, so now this younger Libra has already been asking the Scorpio. I keep hearing her say, baby, baby, is that right? Even though she doesn't know, but she uses it as if she's been known or told, right? Is that right, baby, that you've put in your will so and so, and how much is it? Because they told me one thing, but how much is it that you put them in their will? And are you going to do that for me? But I'm your number one. I keep hearing girl. I'm your number one. I'm the one that you love. She's putting things on his mind as if he's the one saying it, doing it, and then he comes from that. Okay, he takes over from that. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. We still see it. No. Thank you. Right. Someone eventually is going to do the walk away, but that will depend on in the way that they're going to walk away. Meaning, yeah, meaning that they're going to walk away because it's destined to walk away, or will be forced to walk away through spiritual work for everyone here, and or both, which it means all of this will be accumulation of, and then eventually someone will be passing away out of this. Okay, that is the takeaway from all of this. I will say that um, older Libra is more fragile than everybody here in these three people. And then it's the Scorpio. Okay, that's how I sense it. But also it tells me here that um, the Scorpio is not taking responsibility in the way that he's supposed to or should with all of this. You know, it's almost like him saying, "Why don't we all get along?" Isn't that stupid? But yeah. Um, Now, let me see. Now, if, and I know what I know, but I will tell you this: we are in the eclipse energy. It is the time to act anything that will contradict a lot of the things, but to bring down, this is the precise week to do so. This is the precise week to do so. To bring down these people, okay? And there's someone else involved in it. We already seen it. We discussed it already, okay? There's no anywhere, any way I see it, you know, there's someone working. There's the shadow of the heart, someone being distraught, heartbroken, okay? And someone rather leave the earth than to continue seeing the damage that the family is in right now. Is in detriment, yours and theirs. There's three families that are being affected by all this, okay? And of course we see the demise, you know, of someone literally working to get rid of and to punish or to take advantage of certain things, okay? These and I keep saying females because I feel that the younger Libra has another female including in this. They don't care. They don't care. They don't care. They're gonna work and do all that they can to manipulate the situation, okay? They don't care. They're going for what they desire and want. They're looking at everything that they can fulfill with this person, take advantage of his old age and his wealth and etc. And bonus with them because they get to punish your loved ones and you, okay? Thank you, heavens. Now, let me see. This is an emergency reading. I'm looking at every details in every type of way that I can. That I'm like, okay. Now we see. Let me check here before we can close your reading. Into the universe and the heavens, enlighten me with the truth and nothing but the truth. Okay. See, with this Scorpio, I feel that this is not the first time that he's done this to the older Libra, that he's cheated and or helped other people. Um, it's been a while, you know. I think that there are certain things that the older Libra already know, but in her eyes, nobody else knew anything. So it wasn't a problem for her in that moment, you know. Now that is someone that is close to the environment and the energy, it's been very painful for her. Um, if if there's a way for her to take this pain, she would. Okay, and I feel that um, there has been communication, and if there hasn't been any communication between the older Libra and the Scorpio, there will be communication. I think that she loves this man. She loves him. She's upset, she's hurt, but she loves him still. And she gave up someone for him in her younger years. And even when she was with someone, it's almost like she still was, her heart was always with this man. She loves him. She really does. And I think that more than anything, what bothers her is that she's not getting that attention. She's not getting his attention in the way that she would want it again. And also it hurts her the most that it's someone that, you know, she considers family. And cannot believe the things that the other person is doing. She knows, she feels it in her guts that this other Libra is doing it for financial gain, for money and wealth. Okay, she knows that, and she knows that this woman is heartless, doesn't care for anybody but herself. Again, it shows me there's another, and I feel more than anything, it's another family member that is with her and against your family. The Scorpio is helping another female. Okay, I don't, yes, let's say you, whoever else, but no, there's another person, another female here. I wonder, and I feel that it's more on his side of the situation, on someone from the home environment through that type of energy. Okay, I feel that he doesn't blame himself for being in this predicament because it's not the first time that he has been in this situation. I feel that he has been through this number of times through the years that he has known this older Libra, and possibly that she may or may not know of other one before. So he doesn't see the mistakes that he's doing because almost like if he's gotten away before with it, what's the deal now? You know, he's being irresponsible and for the lack of words. Okay, he's not considering the feelings of others right now but his, because right now he's living, and which I will consider la vida loca, you know what I mean, acting young on his age. He needs to watch it and break those damn hips. But yeah, yeah, I should do that, huh? Yeah, he has had intimacy, he's having sex with this other Libra, and I think that this is one of the ways that he has captured each other with them, you know, because he's getting something that he hasn't been getting for quite some time. And even if he's not as perfect, as functional, as I hate to say that, but it does not matter. He's getting something out of this woman that is considered sexual. Going down, play with it, arise it, probably giving her certain nudes and things like that, and a little knick-knack to show boob or something like that, or play with the boob or whatever. Anything that he's able to consider sexual, he's taken in. Okay, I apologize for all the our viewers and you, my dear client, but yeah. And so she's willing to go along with the play. She feels that it's very easy what she's doing with him. She feels that she should have just been doing this a long time ago. And it also tells me that they have been in some type of consideration of relationship between them two for quite some time. I wonder if it's giving me about 7 months. Okay, it's giving me at this time 7 months to a year to 7 months. I don't. It's absolutely not 7 weeks. No, no, no. Okay. And so they've kept this quietly, and your other side of the family have known this for quite some time, and they kept it quiet because they're also getting some of this as well. um and they have been dabbling into his life, his personal life, who's in his life. And of course they did, because they need to know who they're dealing with in all kinds of levels, not just in your family, you know what I mean, in order to see if it's worth it. But they didn't give a shit. They don't give a shit, because to them it's worth it. And it became very easy to get what they're getting out of him. Her goal is to get a lot more. Her goal is to be in the will, and she is going for it. She is going for it. She's using "I love you," "you're everything I ever wanted." We should have been the one together a long time ago, and we should be the one, to be in a family and things like that. She's mentally abusing him, financially abusing him. That's what I would consider. Okay. Um, I hear him say it's almost like there's a little bit to go around for everybody. I don't know why he's being so nonchalant. Well, is the person in his home environment, is she older than him? Disabled? For her not to be able to do anything about this? Yeah, this younger Libra wants to break up anything and anybody that is in his life to seclude him, so she could be the sole conservator of him. That is her goal. Tricked him into signing something to take away and be the one in play. Yes, that is her goal. The Scorpio might say one thing, but she is playing her cards very, very close to her vest, and work on that little by little. Yeah, she really is. We see that the Scorpio has a male figure that is supposed to gain financial gains out of his passing in the future. Well, he will not get the portion that he expects to get, because of all the things that he's doing. That's going to be a big argument at the time of his passing, because most likely that I can see attorneys in all this involved, and most likely they don't, that part of his life does not know all the stupidity that he's doing. And when his passing comes along, he's probably going to see all this upheaval thing that is going on, and so there will be some fights in the courtroom eventually for his wealth. And one of those things will be that he can also claim that he is an elder being taken advantage of, depending on how the will be written. Because it's almost like he's been written this will twice already, and he is supposed to be revising it in some short period of time, I think in 2026, because we do see that something is happening to this Scorpio in his physical life in 2026, starting off, if anything, in 2026 for certainty. And the revise is that, again, he's thinking with the second head, and he feels that he actually fell in love with this younger Libra and intends to amend certain legal papers. Okay. The younger Libra intends to play him um into revising and changing and adding into the will, and also probably even buying her something else or putting something in his name for her, like a home or something to that effect. There's a bigger thing that she wants to get out of him before he's passing, but she wants to make sure that it's in her name so that way nobody takes it. This woman, it's no fool. She may act innocent, but trust me, she knows what she's doing because she found this to be easy with this person. Okay? So, um, yeah, she wants to write everybody off from whatever it is that he has financially. She knows probably more than you know about him. She knows his personal life, family life, and other little secrets between them as well. So, by her being the mistress that pays attention, that cares for her, nurtures, etc., she's getting information from him that will be used against him. She's getting to know who he has in the will, and things like that. So she suspects that you are in it, that the older Libra is in it, or that you will be gaining something. His There's a family line, which is a male figure. um if he is married, I feel that there is a marriage situation here between him, but it's not considered to be marriage. So in his head will be the way that falls, that he thinks that because of the way he's led his life, he's always considered himself single. um but it's almost like he doesn't expect for that partnership to be either long lasting and or that person long lasting. So therefore it's not to be, okay, yes, she's in the will, let's say, but it's not considered to be someone that will gain it because she may not be live through it to see it. In other words, I would wonder how old this lady is in her physical amendment in life. um but when it comes to you and your family, dear, yes, he cares for you. He sees you like his daughter. He loves you. He cares. But there's that other thing about being a man that nurtures everything else when somebody else comes along and makes you feel young, makes you feel loved, makes you feel desired. The things that he's been longing to have and longing to want to be with, internally, sexually, and in all kinds of ways with another woman. And this is what this woman showed him, given him now. And he believes it. He believes what she says, what she does. It makes him smile because right now my energy in him, it's like I'm grinning right now. Whatever she texts, whatever he says or does, I'm fucking grinning on the attention that she's giving. um so yeah, the main goal here is to override all of you. And she wants to live with him. She wants to be Mrs. Blah blah blah. You know what I mean? She wants to go far beyond everything else that whoever he have had in his life. She does. Um, and yeah, I feel that he will override his will, and that is something that he may not know that is coming, but she definitely does because that is her goal. There's a big intention. There will be a talk between now and, let me see, between now and 6 days, 6 weeks, that they will talk about this between the younger Libra and him, the Scorpio. Her intentions are to go for it, and she is going to want a copy of that will just in case. Yeah, she's playing the game smart. I hate to say it. Now, based on this, I just hear him say, I just want to please everybody. What harm is in that? I just want to please everybody. I'm just Mr. Nice Guy. Does he say that? He will probably claim that there's no intimacy, only friendship between him and the younger Libra. If he were to ask, or anybody is to ask, he may claim that to throw off, you know. I think that this younger Libra, if he's in a relationship of marriage and situation, she wants him to separate, divorce, and make her the number one conservator. Yeah. Oh, she doesn't like you. She doesn't like your mother. She doesn't like your family. No, she doesn't. She's very envy and jealous. And yes, we definitely see that um, some spiritual work has been taking place. Very precise here. Okay. She has help from another person, someone that is older. And again, it's a family member that is in conjunction with her. Should you get involved in the physical sense, meaning to talk to her, do all that you can to talk to the Scorpio. It's a must. And you don't have to talk to this younger Libra. What you need to do is either text and say your piece. And if you need to, disconnect from them for the now, okay? In all your events. Unfortunately, that would be my advice for now. What I would also suggest is protect your loved ones, and again, you know, I can definitely help you on the spiritual sense here with her and Scorpio, and also with your sibling, the older Libra. With her, she's very, very depressed. She's very distraught. I think that she plays a lot in her head. I wonder who is she communicating with now. Is she talking to someone daily? Do you know who it is? Who is she talking to daily? Because I see communication with her and somebody else, and maybe another female. Who is she talking to daily? Who is visiting her? Who is she visiting? Keep an eye on that, because your mother is stability mentally and physically is going to be dropping. Yeah, you do need to cut this woman out immediately, as soon as you can, in order to activate certain things. And this will be the week to do so, precisely this week with the eclipse. Um, Let me do the good and the bad this week. I will need to do it. What's today? Yeah. Mm, I would have to amend certain things because of today's Wednesday Ash. And I would have to amend it just in the reading, anyways, and also when it comes to other things. But in behalf of livelihood, in behalf of um, love, in behalf of rescuing someone's insanity, I am pretty sure that I would be given the right of way to do to start something probably later on in the evening, but full force, full force later on in the evening to the rest of the week. Okay. Mm, wait, tomorrow's Thursday, and then I have Friday. Um, so I would definitely have full force later on in the evening, full force Thursday, pause. Um, I can activate, reactivate Friday at a certain point of time and pause it because of, you know, Holy Friday, and then full force. But yeah, it's a must. I have to use the energy anyways in order to get there, in order to get and take what needs to be taken. In your behalf, dear. You know me. I don't play. Um, what else can I tell you? I think that you are hurting right now for your loved ones. And you're wondering what else she is up to. Well, unfortunately, she's up to no fucking good. And, you know, her end goal is to get what she desires off of this relationship that she thinks with the Scorpio. It's a friends with benefits um, for the Scorpio, but for her, it's a lot more. She wants to renew everything about her life, her wealth, her uh, status, and things like that. And she would love it that if he's to be married, to leave whoever, so she can be the one taking over his financials, his security, and surprise everybody with that. I keep there's something about, you know, throwing it in people's face in her. Um, it's almost like I have this one that I want to expose it at the right time, kind of thing, you know? It's weird how I'm sensing her energy. It's so devilish, like so angry, so uh, vengeful. It's how I'm sensing it. Um, and the person that is with her, it's with her all the way because they want her to do these things in order to pay back something, someone, for whatever they think has happened in their family prior to. And what better way to do this? You know, they've been knowing about the Scorpio and the older Libra for quite some time, and they've been dying to do something about it. They actually did try before. Um, yeah. Mm-hmm. Money can actually fuck up somebody, and we're looking at it now. Um, Now, let me see. Now that we see all of this, okay. Well, we're gonna keep it that way because that's the way they come out. I'm asking something. If we're gonna go that route. You know what I mean? Right. If you're gonna go that route, this is the week, and I'll tell you why. Because the universe says that there's something that is coming up hold for the Scorpio, meaning that he is going to have something happening to his health as well. Or, and I have to say, and I have to say, because sometimes when someone is so thinking something, it becomes confusing with the reality of the actions in life. And I would have to say that the older Libra, it's so hurting right now that if she owns a gun, I would definitely not leave it with her. If she owns a gun, uh, please take it away, because I feel that she can out of nowhere snap and use it, and she could hurt the Scorpio and whoever else if she happens to take that wherever they go. Okay, I have to say it. I would hope that it's only her mind thinking that painful, because her pain is that severe, is what I'm saying. Okay, and there's a notion of actions with the thoughts coming in, and the devil can do all kinds of sources, especially with the energies right now. um Yes, we definitely see that the younger Libra is, as we speak, working the Scorpio, your family situation. Um, it, with this spread, I asked certain things. If I take charge and do certain things in your behalf, that in the behalf of all of this, we definitely see that there will be a turnaround happening with the younger Libra. And we definitely see that there will be some exclusion of what she intends to do. We definitely see that there will be some downfalls to the health and door of the older Libra in the Scorpio. So we definitely see that there's a big change that's going to take place in everybody's life because of what they're doing. And if my hands get on it, absolutely, there will be a shift. Okay. Um, Also, um, yes, we definitely see that we are in the best way possible to shift the energy for the being of the wheel in your behalf of your or your family from the Scorpio. And why is that? Because if I take place, I will do three things in the very best way possible. If the guys are letting me in, I'm in. We will do all that we can to get rid of this younger one. We will do all that I can to put you and the older Libra into the eyes, heart, body, mind, soul, and spirit of the Scorpio, where we can shift his love and everything else, responsibility, most importantly, we have to put it in there, to you and your family. So it is a must that we do these things. It's three things that I have to do in your behalf. You, the older Libra, the Scorpio, the younger Libra, and mm, um, has the Scorpio ever showed you or told you anything about the wheel? Well, you let me know. We'll be in touch afterwards. But I We'll be in touch in reference to all this afterwards, and then we'll touch bases on that. Um, yeah, I think that with the younger Libra, because she is also with someone here. Um, let me know. I need to know for a fact if she's seeing somebody else. Has she ever been married? And I also need to know, because the energy tells me that she's not alone working with this and against. So it has to be a sibling of yours as well involved here. Okay? But for now, the main characters are these 4 people in question, or most importantly, 3 people in question that we need to break, divide, dissolve. It's very, very important. I don't, you know me, I don't play. So if you want that action, let it be known and let it stick. I am able to conceive a lot of those things based on the energies that we are in right now. And it is Wednesday, and I'm going to use Mercury, which is the communication base in the physical sense. So we need to cut that as soon as we can between them, um, and hoping that it will activate it as soon as we're able to get in today. Actually, okay. As you know, as soon as we start the work, we're in their energy. Yeah. Okay. We're in their energy, and it's very important that we act upon it as we are speaking. Yeah. So there's another woman involved with this person in question. Okay. She may be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, or is literally just speaking. Is someone that is working with her in her favor to get the most wealth as possible from someone's passing, and also physically. There's 2 people involved to get the main gold out of this. Okay, and they are related. Okay. They are related. So we will be in touch in reference to this, my dear. I hope that this has helped you to answer some, if not all, of your questions and more. Um, we are going to ask the Heavenly Lord, Father Jesus Christ, and our saints today, most importantly, to protect my loved ones, my clients, my viewers, but especially you, my client, and your loved ones in this time of need. Thank you to the Heavenly Father, to our Lord Jesus Christ, to our Creator. Thank you, Santa Rosa. Thank you. Love and light to you and to yours. I am Margot. And thank you and welcome to Soluna Botanica, everyone. Love and light.